Hey, great Saturday evening. It is. I just want to see if are out there and they can actually hear me. It is Saturday, May the 30th, 9 p.m. Am I speaking to myself out there? It might be Saturday night. Everybody might be out there partying. Oh, it is a great evening in the city of Brownsville. Everything looks like it's back to normal in many, many aspects. But again, good evening, Leah. How you doing? But again, it is what it is. Joe, what's it going, my man? Can y'all hear me okay? Hola, Guadalupe. It's a great evening. Frankie, how you doing tonight?
How's it going? Happy Saturday. That is correct.
I can hear you.
Hello? Hello. I think it's you, Erasmo.
Awesome. Well, did anyone hear Frankie? I didn't hear him. Ah. Hey, Al, how's it going, my man?
Check your audio.
And awesome. And I don't have my earplugs because I'm at the office. Hola. Well, then we'll pretend to see that I know exactly what Frankie's saying tonight. And Marta, ¿cómo estás, Martita? Liz, I can hear both you guys. Good. I'm starting to wonder.
It's you. You.
It's me?
Yeah.
It could be me. Hey, well, it's kind of a weird thing. Thank you, Al. Good to hear you. How's it going? Felix, you know what happened? I think I upgraded my computer. It sort of requested for an upgrade in the Catalina or something. And we're like, oh,
Me too.
It kicked in here. Thank you, Trinidad. Good to see you tonight. Guys, it's been a crazy day in the city of Brownsville. Hi, Belle. Good to see you, Belle. The numbers came in, and the numbers, well, I mean, you know, it's kind of a weird deal, but it sort of feels like now it's like, oh, there's so many positives, there's so many deaths. I don't know. I don't know if everything that's going around in the country is just like overtaken everything, but it feels just so different. I mean, we actually had 6, 7, 8 new positives here in the city of Brownsville. 8 new positives here in the city of Brownsville. So again, I don't know. I know that Dr. Eder Hernandez was out there testing the nursing homes, and I think he said he tested like 1,000 people at the nursing homes or algo así. So I'm expecting that we're going to have an increase of numbers sooner or not. But again, now it seems like everything's out there back to normal. Everyone is watching. There's mice. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But everything seems like it's back to normal. I mean, someone posted a video. They tagged me on it in regards to what was happening at one of the local bars last night on Friday. Man, you would think that it was just a regular Friday night, you know, even before quarantine. I don't know. I sort of feel a big shout out to Brownsville Night Lions. Good job, Joe. Good evening, guys. You know, it sort of looked like it was just any other night. I would dare to say, not that I've ever been to Ibiza. I've been to other places back then, but it seemed like there were even more people Friday than normally would be out there. Went to Brownsville today and saw lots of without masks. Yeah, there's a lot of people just walking around without masks. It's just kind of like frustrating, but what can you do? The calm before the storm. I sort of agree with Manny, but I mean, still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 are really bad. 3 of them are community based, where they haven't been linked to anyone other else. And you know, the travel, only 1 travel and 4 linked to previous cases, and 3 that are community based. So yeah, I sort of think it is the calm before the storm. Is it going to get much worse? I just don't know anymore. 764 for Cameron County. What do you think about the numbers, Frank? No, I really can't hear you.
we have. Can you hear me? Hello.
Now, yeah.
Sorry about that. Okay. Yes. In regards to the numbers at Osmo, we are still getting some travel and some community spread. We do have a 15-year-old. We're at 764, and you are correct. I've been seeing pictures and people been asking me if I wanted to go out and stuff, but I hardly went out even before this, and now even more, and now with this current situation that we're in, I won't be going out. But it does seem, Erasmo, like if our defenses are kind of more relaxed. I don't know if our leaders kind of gave up on the sense of worrying about stressing the importance of social distancing, using masks. It feels like if it's back to back to normal. Unfortunately, today we had Los Fresnos have their first graduation in our area. I've yet to see. I saw some pictures, but the numbers are continuing to rise, and I would agree with you, Erasmo. Maybe this is the calm before the storm. We're approaching 1,000. So it's unfortunate, but it seems like if we're not going to be listening, we're not going to be adhering to the recommendations by our public health officials. So the more we test, the more positives we'll get, in my opinion.
I think so too. And again, it's I don't know. I think I've even sensed that from Judge Eddie Trevino and from our mayor, City of Brownsville Mayor Trey Mendez. I sort of feel the frustration sometimes in their voice in regards to like, yeah, we're trying. Saludos, JC Morales. How's it going, my man? Como, hey, Alma, how you doing? Como diciendo, yeah, we did what we could. We're just getting shut down at every turn. I sort of felt that, and I wanted to hold on to it, but I'm sort of, in a way, sort of understanding, that sentiment. It's just like, and I think I expressed it today. I expressed it today. Maybe it's just that time for everyone to protect their own, and be out there and overseeing the care and the safety of one's loved ones. Y pues los demás que pues ni modo. I mean, if they, it's kind of hard sometimes to care for people. O sea, care for that, make them care for themselves. It's impossible sometimes. People just either they agree with Minerva, they think it's a hoax, or they just don't care. I mean, again, but I'm going to blame that it is our elected officials and the individuals that are leading this community that sometimes give that false sense of security to the point that people just don't seem to care. They just don't seem to care. I will say, and I'll answer Ray's Royal's question. I did have a chance to see. Again, I have a lot of friends and a lot of a lot of people out there in Los Fresnos. So I did watch the graduation. Very proud of all my 2020 graduates out there from Los Fresnos. And I'll say this, I mean, a lot of people say, oh, well, it's just politics. To me, it's not politics. It's friendships that I have with individuals in Los Fresnos, from the board all the way to the schools, from people that just live in Los Fresnos. And congratulations to every single graduate out there from Los Fresnos. I did notice that the field, it was spaced out. I mean, they were literally riddled throughout the whole field. I'm not sure exactly how many individuals were graduating from Los Fresnos, but again, it was jam-packed. They did have the chairs spaced out well. It was kind of interesting. People were not shaking anybody's hand while they were coming up for their diploma, which I think is also good. They just went, they got their diploma, and they went on stage to take a picture. I don't think that that's going to be the case here. I think that the board members aquí a fuerza van a querer estar ahí atrás para tomarse la foto con los alumnos. Again, they're only focused on a PR stunt, on the PR moment. I mean, they've said it. Gutierrez said it to the band people, to the athletic people. I mean, he's clearly stated it's all a PR stunt. So again, we'll see what happens, guys. If you shave your beard, I'll shave mine. I shaved mine, so I guess you can shave half of it. I'm not sure. Go to sleep, guys. No, Benny. Nice, Benny. So again, we're going to start graduation here in the city of Brownsville on Monday. And if the weather doesn't permit it, then it's going to go on the next week. But again, we just do not know what's going to happen. With that said, there's guidelines out there, guys, in regards to graduation. It's going to be only 2 people per student, spaced out, and no coming into contact, no picture moments with anyone. So God bless. Again, Rivera is going to be the first one up there on Monday. So people from Rivera, come on afterwards here at 9 o'clock and let us know what you experienced. Let us know what you felt. I mean, let me know if that's exactly what you expected graduation was going to be. And look, guys, and I went over a lot of social media sites today, and a lot of people were posting their family pictures. Pictures with their graduates at a restaurant, at their home. Guys, graduation is just a picture moment, guys. It's all it is. A picture moment. Take pictures with those people that truly matter. I don't care for anyone who refuses to acknowledge the need to social distance should they get sick with COVID. I really don't care and not shed a tear. Believe me, tired of our leaders trying and for naught. It is for naught. Gracias, JC. I appreciate that. I agree with JC. JC is correct. Prayers for Mr. Zapata. Yes, Mr. Zapata is one of our band directors. Well, we used to be a band director, I think, for Rivera, if not for other schools as well. He was in a horrible accident last night. We did get word from the family. They asked that I place up a post in regards to requesting prayers for the family. So please, guys, please keep in mind Mr. Zapata and his family. And I asked if they would please. I know that they're going through a lot. If they would keep us up to date. And the reason I asked that was because a lot of people were asking for updates. And again, guys, I will post them as soon as I get them from the family. Again, I'm very cautious. I don't want to overstep any boundaries. Don't want to step on any toes. Want to give the family the space that they need. Want to be respectful. So whatever information they sent my way, I will surely post and send your way. I promise. Bien bañado. Bañado. I actually just combed my hair. Te ves bien, papi. Thanks, Stacy. Should I send you my phone number? Hola, buenas noches. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. Lupita. Hey, Lupita, how you doing? Good to see you tonight. And Angie, yes, please, prayers. Prayers for a speedy recovery. Prayers for the family as well. Paul, buenas. So again, guys, we're going to find out what graduation is going to minimize the cross-contamination or inhalation of the viral droplets that linger in the air. Again, one of the things I did see in the Los Fresnos graduation, I think that the students did have the masks on because I did see my basketball players. I love those guys with Coach Marcos, and they all had the Los Fresnos face coverings on. The guys looked amazing. I knew each and every one of those guys, even with a face covering on. I knew Ilian, Luis, all of them. I recognized all of them. And I don't want to say all of their names because then I'll get into trouble. But with that said, but they're recognizable to us because we were out there at almost all of their basketball games. We established a relationship. I love the guys out there. I love our coaches out there in Los Fresnos. But again, it's all about relationship. So because we have a constant relationship, we could tell who we are, even despite the face covering. And I'll give you this example, guys. I and not to sound arrogant, but I'm probably one of the most recognizable people in the city of Brownsville, by far.
On the scooter.
On my scooter. I'm probably the most recognizable people in Brownsville because even when I'm wearing my face covering, people still recognize me. And I appreciate that. But the point that I'm trying to make is we have constant contact, you and me and the people of Brownsville. So we have constant contact. No one even knows if a board member was to pass in front of you right now, you wouldn't even know who they were. Well, probably Minerva because she looks like the Penguin from Batman. And the bad Batman, the Batman over there when he came out back in the 80s. Who was a Batman back then? Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, even that
the best Batman in my opinion.
Even with that bad Batman back then, that penguin, that's like Minerva. And she's probably recognizable because she waddles like a penguin and she looks like the penguin from Batman. Uh, You're saying no, but she does. She looks like the penguin from Batman. Does anyone disagree? Has anyone seen the penguin from Batman? Can someone post a picture out there? Exactly the same. Igualito. I'm not being mean. I'm being truthful.
Too soon.
No, it's true. So maybe people recognize like, ay, va la penguin. La penguin. La penguin. La penguin. You went to their playoff game? Oh, yes. Yeah, I went all the way up to San Antonio, man. The Sweet 16. Amazing event. Good evening, Susie. Love you. Quit. I can't, Guadalupe. Sorry. Hey, hi, ma'am. Too soon.
Too soon.
She doesn't make the damn penguin. And you know what else about the penguins? We don't have any at the zoo anymore. Remember when we used to have penguins at the zoo? Does anyone remember? They would swim with the polar bears. Am I wrong? Or did I just imagine it in one of my hallucinatory expeditions? Does anyone remember that? Did we have penguins at the zoo? Does anyone remember that?
We've lost quite a bit of animals lately.
No, but you don't remember the penguins, Frankie, do you?
I don't remember, honestly. The only time I would go would be for the school field trips, and when our church would take the youth group. Yeah, that was so awesome. But you're right. I personally, I don't remember the penguins. I do remember the polar bears back in the day. Michael was talking about that yesterday, but I don't remember the penguins.
Does anyone remember penguins? The seals? Yeah, I think there were seals también, no? But weren't there also penguins, guys? I could almost swear there were penguins. Again, I must have been on something or something. Love your background. Thank you. Back in the day, 20 years ago. Yes. Like 30 years ago. Yes, they did a show with the sea lions. Right? They did, right? And the SeaWorld.
They had a show?
Yes.
SeaWorld show?
Well, not a SeaWorld show.
Well, like something with the animal show.
No. But, they would go out there in their swim. Right? We had penguins. They were there with a gorilla. Yes! That's right. They were there where the gorillas were at.
Rest in peace, Harambe.
Remember the penguins? Right, Marta? Yes. Well, now we don't have any penguins. Dallas Zoo has penguins. Yeah, yes, they did a show. Minerva and the sea lion. Doesn't Minerva look like a damn penguin?
No le siga la corriente, raza.
Yeah, it was the late 70s. The elephants are that's right. I said that this morning. The elephants were somewhere. I don't remember if I said Milwaukee. I think I said Chicago. But I think the elephants, hey, Erasmo, I just sent you a photo of a graduation ceremony in Houston. Super cool setup. Not sure or any logistics, but my friend told me, yes, I've actually been seeing a lot of these graduations. And again, I'm not totally against, I'm not against graduation, guys. I'm just afraid that because of this stupid leadership that we have here, they're going to screw it all up. Again, these people do not believe that this is an actual thing. They think that this is a hoax. So that's where the problem comes. They're not going to take precautions. And how can I prove that to you? Look at what happened at Garcia Middle School. They think it's a hoax. Look at what happened to Garcia Middle School. So, no, I'm concerned.
Hey, Tiger. How's it going, buddy? Text me, man. I miss you. Rest in peace, Harambe. Love you, Tiger.
Is that my tiger?
That's Tiger.
You know that the tigers at the zoo are so skinny.
¿Están en dieta, no?
Like my boy here, Tiger. They're skinny. Gacho skinny. Like they don't get fed. Hey, Bob Torres, my man.
Hey, Bob, let me know if you're available this coming week to come on the show with us. We'd love to have you on if you're free.
I love Bob. Bob is awesome. I love Bob. He knows that. Se los comieron. No. Minerva? She ate the penguins? Horacio, is that what you said? That's worse than what I said, Horacio, so shame on you. Yeah, the zookeepers did a little show. I remember. Be nice to the sea lions. Yeah, don't compare them to Minerva's people. Se los comieron los tacuaches. I thought they took all the elephants from the zoo. They did take all the elephants from the zoo. Miss you too. Love you. Love you, Papa. I love you, Papa. Don't. Hey, come and visit me. He's my tiger boy. But our tigers here at the zoo are skinny. So skinny. No les dan de comer. No food. Anyway.
They're training for CrossFit, maybe, no?
Big Panther. No social distancing at the riots. We're going to go into the riots in a little bit. But my issue with the zoo, and I'll finish off with the zoo very quick because we did talk about it earlier. I just want to talk about it again. I have issues with the zoo because they're basically out there. Alms for the poor. Alms for the poor. They're out there begging for money. You know, like the same guy that asks for money over there on International and Expressway that the cops have not done something about. Guys, please get that guy out from pandering, asking for money. That's always right there where the Exxon is at, guys. That guy is in danger and he's putting other people in danger. Además anda pidiendo dinero. Looks like the zoo. Out there begging for money, guys. That's what the zoo's doing. Guys, do y'all remember when our zoo was one of the top 10 rated zoos in the country?
Yeah.
Minerva does look like the damn penguin. He's right. Mike, you're onto something, bro. Anyway, buenas noches, tristes por la situación de protestas. Ahorita vamos a hablar de las protestas del país. José, gracias por recordarme. Pero the zoo is out there asking for money in order to feed the animals. That is embarrassing. Yes, the city did take over the zoo, the function of the zoo. Es una vergüenza. Es una vergüenza. Hey, Bo. Take me fishing, bro. I don't know if you guys. It's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment that the zoo is having to ask for money in order to feed the animals. We've lost the elephants to Milwaukee. I think I said Chicago or something like that earlier today, but I was just doing hyperbole. I've always wanted to say hyperbole on the show.
Wow, big word. Hey.
It's Saturday. So that we lost the elephants. We're about to lose the giraffes because of size requirements. Size matters, guys. I know y'all don't think so, but size matters. That's what I've been told. So again, we've lost the penguins except for Minerva. She's still waddling around. We lost the sea lions. Lost the polar bears, lost the elephants. Ahora rato nomás no van a quedar gallinas, chivos, cabras, marranitos, perritos y gatitos. Well, it's going to be left to the damn zoo, guys. So what I'm trying to say is it was the top zoo. So I'm trying to say is the city of Brownsville needs to, start focusing on taking care of the damn zoo. Why? And I'll give you a recommendation, guys, and you all tell hyperbole. Thank you. And y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Let PUB throw $1 million down to the zoo.
1.3.
They stole $150 million from us, the citizens of Brownsville. Why do we have to? Es que, oye, nos sacan de esta bolsa PUB. Nos saca de esta bolsa Sylvia Atkinson. Nos saca de esta bolsa la Penguin de Minerva. Nos saca de esta bolsa Flip Flopping Phillip. Nos saca de esta bolsa the Dodici Fighters. O sea, they're all taking, guys. When is it going to stop? When is the madness going to stop? Y PUB, bien panzones with their $350,000 a year salaries for the top executives. No, man. Let them break down with $1 million of our dollars to feed Minerva the penguin. Bring back the damn penguins. We was actually one of the top 5. Yeah.
Wow.
We were hot stuff, baby. Hot stuff. Trying to get
girth.
Mentiras, Erasmo. We still have an elephant named Minerva. Minerva la penguin elephant. No, not the giraffes are leaving, bros. We're going to lose the giraffes. I promise you. We're going. Mark my word. We're going to lose the giraffes. There's not enough room for them. It's crazy. I've been a zoo member for years. If you are ever there during feeding time, they pass in a boat and toss fruit and vegetables to the monkeys. The amount of river rats that come out and take all the food is ridiculous. Why not trap them and feed them to the carnivores? Like, feed them to Minerva? Yeah, Mike, you're vicious tonight, Mike. Why do you want to feed them to Minerva? I think she's eating too much already. Saludos al Pilo Mod, Porfirio Hernández. Se prenda el bote y invita a Erasmo.
Yeah, Frankie.
Porfirio, invita a Erasmo, una carnita asada. Mark, hey Mark, love you, man. Y burros, maybe los burros de Flip Flop y Philip y el otro que están ahí. As long as we don't lose the Tigers of Carol Baskins, ya se los comieron al marido. Something like that. I don't know. Too soon. PUB should, but won't. You know, PUB should throw $1 million to the zoo and throw $1 million to Camille Playhouse. It's our money, guys. They stole our money. They took our money. Give it back, damn it. Stop perichando. Stop mendigando. Stop out there asking for handouts, Camille Playhouse and Glassport Zoo. And I'm not dissing Camille Playhouse or the zoo. What I'm saying is that the responsibility should fall on our leadership, and our leadership has failed us, has failed the zoo, and has failed Camille Playhouse. You have no need to be asking for money when freaking PUB stole $150, $130 million from us. Really. And last count, they still have 35 million of our dollars. Bueno, está bueno. That's fine. Se clavaron los otros $100 million. Ni modo, ya que. We have no one that's going to fight them out there in City Hall, guys. Too bad. So now what do we have to do? Now we have to protect those damn $35 million before se los come Minerva. Or Sylvia. Dodici. Saludos, Erika. Los Dodici fighters. Los Dodici food fighters. Food fighters. And they're overcharging us like crazy. Has anyone seen the bills recently? Like crazy. Let's invite Jerry and friend to Dodici. It's become the new Ultimo Taco. Minus the chairs. Hot stuff, baby. Remember that? Graduation's going on tonight. Yeah. Peter, did you just get here, bro? What? Get here on damn time.
You're late, Peter.
Put your timer on, bro. We talked about, bro, it's 9:27 already, guys. Peter, what's up with that, bro? Put the damn timer on, bro. I don't want to be repeating myself every time, bro. Love you. BISD at it again. Oh, yeah. You see all those diamonds on Minerva's hands? They must be held by ties, because that's the only thing that can probably sustain them. Yup. Leader is failing everywhere, my friends. He is triste, you know. And again, it's at the point that I don't think the leadership has any of the answers anymore. They just, you know, ni modo. Let corruption reign. Another part of corruption going on out there is all these damn riots, bro. It's crazy. It's madness. I'm very proud that the people of Brownsville have maintained themselves. Gracias a Dios. I think that one of the things that Brownsville has is we're a little bit more conservative. And people might be surprised that I say that, but I think people in Brownsville are a little bit more conservative. And I'm sorry, guys, it's all these people that are nut jobs. These far leftiers out there. But again, the far righters tampoco. The far righters were out there protesting during the middle of Corona season, so they're idiots as well. But the far lefties, they're the ones that ferment all this culture in regards to, oh, let's tear everything down, let's burn everything to the ground. Y luego les pegaron a CNN, Caca News Network, and it's like poetic justice. Ándale, canijos. Querían los protesters. Querían que salieran. Ahí les va. Talked about that this morning.
They came out in full force. You know, CNN sensationalizes everything, and they want it up close and personal, Erasmo, and they got it.
Well, I think Eddie's right. See, I'm glad Eddie agrees with me. We're just too conservative in our culture. So I don't know if I actually made that meme donde están allá in Dallas and Houston and Killeen and Edinburgh. Mendigo Edinburgh, es un rancho. Andan también protesting. the heck are they doing? And then I put people in Brownsville, comiéndose unos taquitos como si nada. Dude, it's not the way to protest, guys. I mean, I believe in civil protest. One of the first things that I did here in Brownsville, one of the things I did here in Brownsville was promote when they did the Don't Build the Wall protest. Back when actually Julieta Garcia did a great job in regards to protecting the wall being built on UTBTSC property. And again, hats off to when they do well. And Dr. Garcia did a good thing for the college and for the city of Brownsville to make sure that the fence was going to go around the baseball field and not through the baseball field. But with that said, again, I was one of the individuals that promoted and encouraged a lot of the individuals that were out there protesting the building of that wall. I mean, I love civil protests. I wish we had more of it here in the area. I don't agree with all that crap that's happening in Minnesota. I mean, they're literally hurting themselves. But a part of the problem, puro gráfico. Let me tell you what the problem is. The problem is that leadership has failed us, guys. Leadership has failed us, and I'm talking about everywhere, not just Brownsville, especially in Brownsville. But leadership has failed us, and I'll tell you why. Second stimulus checks in the works. McConnell said the second stimulus checks will be the last checks. That's fine. I just wanted to know. CNN number one. No. Caca News Network. And by Caca News Network, I mean the Brownsville Herald, Channel 4, and Channel 23. They're our local CNN. The Caca News Network. Channel 4 sucks. Channel 23 sucks. And the Brownsville Herald, they suck. That's what I mean by our local CNN, Caca News Network. But let me go back into what I was saying, which I forgot. In regards to it is our leadership's fault, guys. It is our leadership's fault because there hasn't been a culture that has been fomented in regards to doing the right thing in regards to the right time. Look at back in the day, I think it was like 4 years ago, 3 years ago. Someone can correct me. Hold off on the comments, guys, because I'm trying to catch up. In the city of Brownsville, Parks and Recreation with Chris Patterson, great friend of mine, put up benches out here in Morningside Park. Beautiful benches. If anyone remembers that, beautiful, beautiful benches. And the next day, guess what happened? Los huercos mocosos andaban rayando y tearing up the benches. And the problem is you cannot do things for people, like people in the city of Brownsville, without educating them first. You can't. You should never make that mistake, guys. Education first, and then put up the stuff. It's the same thing with the bag ban. The bag ban. The bags were not the problem. The problem era la gente marrana. The same gente marrana que tira los dirty diapers in the parking lots.
And the gloves.
Well, now the gloves and the mask. But the same people that used to throw the dirty diapers in the parking lots. Just throw them, así. So what, we're going to ban diapers then? No, we have to educate individuals. We have to educate individuals that every time they litter in the city of Brownsville, they're hurting themselves. Because we're going to have to, as a city, pay for more people to go and do a better job of taking care of our city. So those huercos cagados that were out there in Morningside Park, they were vandalizing their own property. It was theirs. It was their benches. Estaban rayando y marcando the benches that were theirs. It was their benches. Who does that? The only people that do that are non-educated people, uneducated people. That's the truth. So when you don't start to appreciate that, yes, you are the government. The amenities that the city of Brownsville puts out there, they're yours. They're yours. They're your tax dollars, guys. Your sales tax dollars. They're yours. The problem is that our elected officials, like in the city of Brownsville, have failed us because they make you believe that it's theirs. They make you believe that it's their decision. It's their government. And y'all have bought it. Y'all have believed it. And that's the problem. Thankfully, we're the republic we're the Republic of the Rio Grande Valley. We have our civilization. We have our culture. I'm not sure about that. Corrupt McConnell needs to go. So does everyone at the Capitol. They need to go. Hello, fellas. Stay safe. DC is a bit crazy. I've stayed home all day. I'm glad I don't have to be in my office today because I work less than a block from White House. I can see the entrance to the area where they are protesting in from the small. It's horrible, guys. And I think the White House was even closed a little bit, or they shut it down for a while. Big time. Conservative voters turnout and not caring about protesting police brutality has more to do with it being ignorant rather than being concerned. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. El problema es de que people have been made to believe that all this isn't theirs. And listen to what I'm trying to say, Mike. They've started to believe, a lot of individuals, that everything should be, everything is somebody else's, Todo es prestado. It's not, it's yours. Mientras que lleguen las estampillas, who cares what's going on in politics? That's part of the problem. Space launch was a success. Thank God. Thank God. It was very beautiful to see. Brother Talk number one. Thank you, Danny. Appreciate you. Stimulus check in our own tax money. Again, I'll take it. Moscow Mitch and Beijing Betty need to go. Betty. Which Betty? What about Nancy? Nancy needs to go too. I mean, because she's crease. Like the rental bikes. Same thing with the rental bikes, guys. I mean, the rental bikes. But again, anyone, when we heard that they were going to get rental bikes, did anyone, honestly, did anyone think it was a good idea? Honestly, someone, please, did anyone out there think that getting, if the incident happened in Minnesota, white protest in Houston, it's crazy. And we're going to, if you poop, you scoop. Well, it's crazy because a lot of the rioters were not necessarily from Minnesota. They were coming into Minnesota and looting and rioting. And let me tell you, folks, they weren't black people. I actually saw a protest out there in Chicago, I think it was, whereas the family members from one of the individuals that had been hurt by police came out and said, hey, guys, y'all need to quit this stuff. Y'all are giving us a bad name. We're not doing this stuff. It's you all white people. Se la cantaron a white people. Those damn white people, guys. It's those damn white people that were looting the store. They were tearing the guy at the AutoZone that was breaking the windows was a white guy. I mean, goodness gracious, guys. I mean, nomás quieren causar problemas. The only officials that haven't shown leadership was Trevino and Mendez. Yeah. I'm glad the astronauts didn't die. Too soon? Me too. Floyd was a native from, and I understand that, but still, there's no reason to riot in Houston. If you're going to protest civilly, then go protest civilly, hold up a hand, put up a poster, walk from one side of the street to the other, do it legally, but don't be out there breaking people's cars and small business. That's madness. And I saw a picture from Houston, los mendigos americanistas, la América de México, los americanistas. Who's the damn americanistas? What the hell does americanistas have to do with George Floyd? What? Nothing. Nothing. Mendigos americanistas, regresen a Chilangolandia. I almost said a bad word. Chilangolandia. Americanistas. What do they have to do with George Floyd? Nothing. Nothing. I see all the scooters in San Antonio left all over the place. Makes it look trashy. I like scooters. Those damn white people. Well, it's true, man. A lot of those are going like, guys, let the black people do their own march in those civility, Pero come on, man. There's a bad joke that I'm not going to say because I'll probably get in trouble for. But
don't say it.
John, remind me to tell you a joke when next time I go to your ranch. But don't record me, please. It's pretty bad. Rocks Candies got rid of the self-serve cart in stores because nobody was putting money into the little coin box. That never happened in Brownsville, did it? My goodness, that was a big mistake. Paid agitators. I truly believe that. I honestly believe, and I think, and John, and I think that that's where that. And guys, don't get upset with me, guys. I'm going to say that it wasn't the Republican Party that were paying these people to go out there.
Yeah.
Call it crazy. I'm going to say it was a lot of the Democrat Party, the Democrat Party that were paying these little white kids to go out there and cause the chaos. Did you see the guy? The guy parecía que tenía una Gucci little umbrella, a Gucci little umbrella, and a little Michael Kors little jacket. He ended up ping, 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 breaking the windows of the guys. I've broken windows before. You don't go beep, beep, beep. That's someone that eats pizza with a fork, Frankie. That's someone that eats pizza with a fork. Madness. That's what it is.
How big.
Those Gucci people. Those were paid people that went out there to cause that havoc. I believe it. And you know what? And John could tell me, and I think it was the Democrats, the Democratic Party. Disgruntled employees gone wrong. Solidarity. Hey, man, this guy, amazing. I love this guy. This guy, we need to celebrate his birthday on January 20th, or the third Monday of the month of January. Got to celebrate it, guys. We don't. Oh, shoot. Hey, Diego! Diego's my man. So many targets closing. That's sad. More people with no. Yeah, again, es como que se están pegando solos. They're doing harm to themselves, to the community. It's crazy. It's just crazy, man. Why can't they be lovers like me? Not fighters. Minerva the penguin is a fighter. She's evil. The rental bikes was put forward to give a certain bike shop a fat check. Yeah, the 7th and Park. As soon as that was done, Cyclopedia and all that was forgotten about. Yeah, Cyclopia didn't have but like 50 people going out there, guys, and most of them were city employees. Will you be attending BISD graduations? No, the graduations are, first of all, the graduations are about family, and I have no children or no nieces and nephews that are graduating this year, and they're only giving 2 tickets per graduate. So no, I'm not going to take up anybody's ticket. If anybody wants to give me their ticket, go ahead. I'm not going to go. I don't believe in it. I believe it's a mistake. Right, John? Yeah, I knew you were going to agree with me. I truly believe it. No, I disagree. It's a show. No, it isn't, Lupita. No, I'm sorry, it isn't. Solidarity is do what the family asked to do. Solidarity is, standing together, Lupita. Marching. Look at this picture. Look at this picture. That is civil protest. What these animals, these idiots are doing in these cities is criminal. That is not standing together. I do not in any way, shape, or form want to be associated with those idiots. And I am not diminishing the crime that was committed. I've said it from the start. The police officer should fry. Should fry. The guy should fry. And I don't care. The other guy had a counterfeit $20 bills. Does not equate what the police officer did. What the police officer did was wrong in many, many a way. Very wrong. And he should be in jail for many, 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 many years. But I don't want to say that I'm part of that loitering. Those people, they destroyed the livelihood of thousands of people, small business people. I mean, I heard interviews with people that had put all their savings, Lupita, all their savings to start a business. Para que vengan estos idiotas a quemarles el negocio, screw them. I'm not in solidarity with those people. They're animals. They're animals.
We had that issue here in Dallas at Erasmo. There are some protesters and many Mexican American Mexican American small business owners were greatly affected. So it not only happened in Minnesota or other big cities, but it happened here in the state of Texas in Dallas. So it's unfortunate.
Yeah, and look, Juan, I'm not defending the Republicans. The Republicans are just as horrible, but the Democrats, they're pathetic. Republicans are pathetic. They're equal. They're politicians. They'll do anything. So vamos a ver. We'll see. I can almost guarantee half of Frankie's paycheck that it's going to come out that it was a lot of people that were paid off by some of the Democrats out there to make el escándalo. Vamos a ver, and we'll see. Ghetto Erasmo, yeah, the ghetto people, gente rascuache. They are gente rascuache. I'm sorry, guys. This is class. This is style here. This sends a message. The only message by burning a small business owner's livelihood, business, and life savings is that you're a filthy rat, an animal. You're a Minerva, like a penguin. A Minerva. That's what you are. You're a Minerva penguin. Democrats? Come on, man. They're all the same, Mike. They're all the same. Democrats, Republicans, they're all the same. We'll see. They're all the same. Okay, enough taking sides. Why would Democrats need? Why? Easy. Because it makes President Trump look horrible. And I'm sorry, guys. The Republicans were doing the same crap to make President Obama look horrible. Same crap. It's a game, folks. They're politicians. They always lie. I'm not taking anyone's side. When the dumb, stupid Republicans were doing it against Obama, I was out there posting against them. 100%. But now that the Democrats are doing it guys, the Democrats have said it. They've said it. They said that they want to see this economy tank, just to get rid of Trump. No, I'm sorry. Nothing is worth someone losing their livelihood or their 401k saving retirement. No, nothing. Not even getting rid of the orange dummy that's at the White House now. It isn't. Stop playing their game. It's not a Republican thing or a Democrat thing. It's a we the people thing. Goodness gracious, guys. It frustrates me to heck that people still hold on. Oh, the Democrats are good. Republicans are bad. Oh, los otros idiotas. Oh, the Republicans are good. The Democrats are bad. The Republicans are bad. The Republicans are good. It's a game. It's a game. Love you. Los Angeles is feeling the heat along with many major cities. God be with you. It is crazy, guys. Erasmo, it looks like you will need a nice vacation after the COVID-19, the protest, Atkinson trial, the election, and you've been working hard. Bro, let's go. I want to go to Mexico City. Hey, anybody else that wants to go, let's go, man. Let's go to Mexico City for a week. Why not? Like one of my mentors mentioned, this goes to show that the staff in a company is what really it's true. It's true. It's the people, man. It's all about the people. George Soros is behind a lot of the rioting. His group funded the little Antifa kid. That would riot. He funds the BLM terrorist group, and he's funding the riots this week. I cannot confirm that. I do not doubt that for a second. I cannot confirm it. War is not the answer. Susie's right. She's so pretty. Oh, Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye's pretty too, but Susie, muy hermosa. Paid by Soros. They're paid. We'll see, guys. I mark my word. And again, I'm not one of these. Oh, yeah, good evening, mi amor, love you. Across the U.S., protests took place, just like not all cops are bad. Not all I agree 100%. 100%. But let me tell you guys, one business owner who has lost his small mom and pop shop, all his life savings, his hard work, because of these animals, these idiots, is one too many. And I mean, look at the destruction, Lupita. It's horrible. It's horrible. That's not solidarity. That's not we stand together. I don't want to stand with those idiots. I'd rather go eat tacos, like the post I placed. No, like the post I placed. I would rather eat tacos than go out there and be causing destruction, como los americanistas in Houston. La América sucks. Yo sí le voy a Rayados. Marshall asks, I think, well, it's kind of a weird one. I think that if this continues, like up in Minneapolis and Chicago, Los Angeles, I think that the government is going to have no other choice but to call the National Guard in. And I think that they've already been placed on alert. Has no choice, ni modo. Did you see Frankie's face? Oh my God, está feo, ¿verdad? Thugs. Yeah, they are thugs. Thugs. Amen. Erasmo. Thank you, Jacqueline. Appreciate you. There's no leadership uniting everyone like Martin Luther King. Exactamente. But you know what, Lupita? The family, and I will say this, the family went out there and they said, do not disrespect the name of our loved one by by associating it with these riots. And I agree with them. And my heart goes out for that family. Their son was murdered. Their son was murdered. And George Floyd did not deserve to be killed by this white police officer in no way, shape, or form. Not because he was trying to buy something with a counterfeit $20 bill. In no shape or form. Uncalled for. Cruel and unusual punishment to the max. I don't even know if that applies, but I think that it does. Trump is a piece of crap. You seriously? I'm not, Mike. I'm not defending Trump at all. I'm defending the store owner. I'm defending the individuals that are getting their places of business burnt. I'm defending the cities that, despite having lost so much income in regards to COVID-19 or COVID-16, like the superintendent says, now they have to rebuild their infrastructure because these idiots are out there burning the crap down. So I'm not defending Trump. When did I say that, Mike? Honestly, when did I say I'm defending Trump? I'm not defending Trump. I'm trying to speak the truth. I called him an orange gorilla, orange buffoon out there at the White House. Is that defending him? At least I didn't call him the penguin like I did Minerva. You're going to say I'm defending Minerva too? Come on. Black people have abused their privileged rights that their forefathers fought and suffered for. This continues. The government will impose sanctions, curfews, limits, but they won't listen to curfews. And that's just not black people. I honestly, you know what? I'm going to go on a limb and I'm going to say that there are probably more white people and Mexicans out there protesting and not protesting, rioting than there are black people. Isn't that crazy? Probably. Look at Los Angeles. Los Angeles is Mexico number 3. Mexico number 3. Because we have a New Mexico here. So Los Angeles is Mexico number 3. Está lleno de mexicanos. So I'm going to almost guarantee you that there's more Mexicans and whites out there burning down small business than there are black people. I love my black people. My black people, you know, probably the only politician, the only elected official here in Brownsville that has almost 100% of the black vote. You know who that is? Erasmo Castro. Erasmo Castro. My niece, my nephew, they're black. So I got their vote. I love them. Alicia just had a beautiful little fat baby.
Congratulations. You saw the picture.
Very fat baby. Her and Benny. Hey, Benny! I love them. And black people in Brownsville, no. Erasmo's got their back. And they got my back. I love them. I love them all. So no, I don't think it's a black thing going on now right there. I think it's the idiot people thing. And
did you see the people in Austin, Erasmo? I think they closed down I-35. They had to have the state troopers come out and shoot rubber bullets. I don't know if you caught that.
Yeah, but you know, Austin has a problem with leadership as well. Austin has a big problem with leadership. When they had Chief Acevedo in Austin, the guy, pretty down to earth guy. This guy, Chief Acevedo, actually was hired in Houston. And I don't know if y'all saw it. There's an amazing picture out there where Chief Acevedo is in the middle of a protest. He's in the middle and walking down one of Houston streets. In the middle, the chief of police for Houston is in the middle of a protest, a civil protest, not these animal protests, a civil protest. And I'm proud of Chief Acevedo. The guys really stand up. I kept hearing uneducated, and educated. And that is why teachers are so important. Exactamente. Everyone needs to acknowledge that. Everyone needs to support you. Celinda, did you hear a lot of these idiots that were being interviewed up there? no education whatsoever. So yeah, we better start appreciating teachers, especially now. But this district, La Penguin de Minerva, she doesn't care about teachers. Yeah, plancha, you're gonna overheat. Calientes. Oh, don't go, Lupita. You know I love you. Hey, Susie. Susie. When do you think these protest riots? I think by Sunday, I think it's going to calm down. I think tomorrow, yeah, se va a calmar todo el show, because of the threat of going down, the threat of a National Guard coming down. Unfortunately, it took Martin Luther King and Malcolm X to be here. Amen. And again, someone sent me. Oh no. Actually, on someone's page, I found this guy. Guy is a pretty. It looks like a hippie, but the guy's pretty into Anomaly. The guy's name is Anomaly. And I was seeing one of the things that he was mentioning, Malcolm X. It was really, really very good. I'm actually going to go back tonight to see it completely. But it was just very, very good. A little snippet on Malcolm X. I appreciate. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't like about Malcolm X, but I appreciate, some of the stances that he took. I think he was a little bit too violent. But Martin Luther King is one of my idols. Martin Luther King is one of my idols. And I will say that because I have a religious background, he was a Baptist preacher, that sort of, helps out for me. But, I don't care that he was a womanizer, like someone mentioned this morning. I don't care. It doesn't matter. We all have our faults. We all make our mistakes. But this man, respect for this man, man, respect for this guy. This guy's my man. I'm not going to say the other words because I'll get in trouble, but this guy's my man right here. ¡Tigre de corazón! Yo sí le voy a Rayados. Sorry. Hello, Rayados. There are more people protesting outside the White House than there were at Trump's. You know what? And I'm glad. As long as they do it civically, I'm all for it. I believe in civil protest. I'm glad they are, because they truly believe that what they're standing out there for is right. I love protest. Love protest. I hate idiots. And the people that are out there looting and ransacking Target and stealing and burning down mom and pop shops, they're animals. They're filthy, rascuache animals. Animals. Martin Luther King was pro-riots. Think you meant looters. He was pro-protest, not riots. By riots, I mean people that are out there looting, the ones that are breaking the windows, that are out there quebrando los carros. Martin Luther King never proposed that. He believed in civil protest. Civil protest. That's what he preached about. Civil protest. And great example. No, the riots that we are living in now are what caused the looters. Riots are the ones, and even the definition of riots, unless I'm completely mistaken, unless my fifth grade teacher, Miss Sargent, who was also African American, didn't teach me right. But riots are like mayhem, chaos, like Minerva, the penguin. Yeah, we don't want that. Miss Sargent was my fifth grade teacher up at Cromac. And let me tell you, that woman, she was like a drill sergeant. Her name, Miss Sargent, she was mean like a button to all of us. But I love that woman. I learned more from her than I probably learned from anybody else. 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth in this continent a new nation conceived and dedicated to the preposition that all men are created equal. I learned that. I learned the.
Are you reading for the teleprompter, Erasmo?
No, I learned that. I mean, I didn't expect to say that. I learned that in fifth grade. In fifth grade, the Gettysburg Address, 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth in this continent a new nation conceived and dedicated to the preposition that all men are created equal. Now we're engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any other nation can so long endure. Amazing. She taught me that. She taught me that in fifth grade, and I still remember it. The last part is kind of fuzzy, but it's because I was seeing Lori and Hilda too much. I love those girls. Tiene la culpa Minerva la penguin. You're right, Danny. Danny's right. Danny has the comment of the day. Done. La penguin.
Hey, Catwoman.
La cat.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Cat, doesn't she look like the penguin? Nah, there's nothing different from the orange Cheeto. Businesses being destroyed during COVID-19, like kicking someone. Yeah. No, it is, and it's worse. It's like kicking someone with COVID, on a ventilator. That's what it's like. It's madness, guys. It makes no sense at all. Erasmo Batman to Minerva's Penguin. I'm the hero that Brownsville needs. Austin, yeah, Austin. They had a down 35. I don't think that they were that bad though. I think they weren't that bad. I think some in Houston were bad. Some were okay. The one that Chief of Acevedo was at was a good protest. Minerva the Penguin, the superintendent, is the cat pussy woman. Meow. Native American were looted by the earliest English settlers. I'm not going to argue with that.
Yep.
Again, I mean, it's kind of hard to go back and repair that now. I mean, unless y'all want to give the Native Americans all of our land, and I don't think anybody wants to do that right about now. But yeah, you're right. The Trail of Tears. I mean, yeah, it was grotesque. It was horrible. It was horrible. But it's kind of hard to go that far back. We still, it's just kind of hard to go that far back. If we're using it as a talking point, it's kind of sad. But we can't really make many amends to that. Now that I'm halfway through my AA meetings, one of those things up there, I don't know what it is, but making amends. I can't remember the rest of this stuff. That's one of the worst things about having to go through those things. What has to happen in order for all of this to stop? What's your opinion? I really think that people should become a little bit more educated. And again, that's what someone was mentioning in regards to teachers. That's why teachers are so important. We need to teach civics. We don't teach civics. Y parte del problema, Linda, is de que kids, they'll leave high school. Look at our 2020 graduates. They'll leave high school. They have no clue or concept what form of city government we have here in Brownsville. They don't. Does anybody know what type of government we have in Brownsville? A lot of people don't. We have a manager system where we hire a city manager. Then there's a mayoral system and the manager system. Anyway, what I'm trying to say with that is that because people don't realize they're not educated. That's why we have such low voter turnout. Because la gente, no importa, ¿qué pasa? And then they start to create this mentality of, just gimme. And people se conforman con muy poquito. People here, they conform to very, very little. Guys, I want the whole pie for my community. I want it all. The politicians, they want to give you a thin slice and take it all. That's what needs to change. We need to change the people's mentality. We need to educate people in regards to civics. We love you, man. Bless you, Corona.
Corona.
Love you too, Earthwind. And you have a beautiful baby, man. And I love you, man. I will always love you. You are my man. More English should be spoken at school. Vocabulary is horrible. And you could tell I'm all excited every time I use a big word, Royal. The vocabulary is horrible. But we need the civics. He was for peaceful protest. Malcolm X and exactamente. Yeah, that was my thing. But Malcolm X, had a lot of verbiage, and a lot of the things that he says, were on point. The problem was the non-peaceful protests. I agree with you. And again, we need to really teach history around here. How many times will the righteous man fall? We're not perfect.
Erasmo, can I make an argument?
Sure.
I think times are different. Obviously in the 1960s, we don't have as much awareness to racism as there was back in the civil rights movements. I think and I may sound bad for this, but I think there was a necessity for Malcolm X to use that rough rhetoric in regards to what his people were going through, because yes, they were doing this peacefully, but at the same time, they were still being killed. They were still being lynched. They were still being oppressed. Now in 2020, we do have this, if you're racist, we'll call you out on it. So I think there's two different, obviously there's two different eras. And I would say that Malcolm X used that rhetoric because he had nothing else, because the police force wasn't on their side, because the government wasn't helping out the African Americans. So, and that's what led to the Black Panthers. But nowadays, today, we have no excuse for that, because we did have people who unfortunately died for what they believed in, such as the great Dr. Martin Luther King and others. So I think there's a difference in eras. Back in the '60s, Malcolm X used that tough rhetoric because hey, they had no help from nobody, and now today we can't use that because racism is known to be something evil, something that has oppressed so many people for so many years. That's my opinion.
Um, Malcolm X was bloodthirsty, and I don't agree with Malcolm X. I didn't agree with the Black Panthers what they did. I mean, it was criminal, and I'm sorry if you have to use criminality in order to prove a point, then you've already lost the fight. You've already lost the fight. Perdón, respeto por el más grande América. América. Estaba esperando que viniera alguien a defender el América.
Yo le voy al Cruz Azul.
Oh.
La máquina.
Yo sí le voy a Rayados. I have a video of his speech saying we must riot to be listened to. Yeah, I don't think he meant go burn people's houses down and go and you know what? It's I don't think there's much of a comparison because you know what's really weird? Like a lot of the small business owners in Minneapolis and a lot of the small business owners out there in Chicago and Los Angeles, you know that they're probably Black and Hispanic. So you're going to go riot and loot and tear down your own people's stuff? Just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, and again, I think I don't think that he meant riot by overturning cars and burning down businesses. But I'll if you send it to me, I'll go over tonight. It's kind of hola papos, ¿cómo están? Saludos. Ya ven por este aire acondicionado. No me que papos ni que nada. Los Native Americans y a los mexicanos nos quitaron toda la tierra. No podemos con lo que tenemos en México y todavía queremos a Texas. No, hombre, chera, parrón. And just like that, George Floyd was the cure for coronavirus. Jimmy! Jimmy, make me some beans, Jimmy! Jimmy's wife makes the best beans and browns, but let me tell you. It's kind of weird, pero como it's taking a back seat to it. We're still going to call out the numbers and everything. We're just going to keep everyone informed of what the current events. They are gone. Papo, my truck is ready. If you're ready for me to go by your place, el Monday, ven a levantar este air conditioner. If Trump was like Kim from North Korea, would this be happening? No, because he'd have a double. Like Kim Jong-un does. Corrupt! Kim Jong-un? He's a nice guy. Now, that's another one that looks like the penguin. Eli Minerva. So we should call Minerva Jong-un. Minerva Jong-un. Minerva Jong-un! USA is in the process of another civil war soon. I don't think so. People just want change with public figures. I don't think so. I think we're way past that. I mean, these. You know what? Part of the problem is the news media. The news media, they sensationalize. It's like last night. I was actually last night or this morning. I don't remember. I was watching Fox News, and they had one of their little reporters from Minneapolis, and the guy was literally standing in front of a burning AutoZone. And I'm going like, I mean, you had to place yourself there just to, have it in the background, and I have issues with that. You don't have to use props. You don't have to use props in order to get the message across. We've already seen the pictures of the fires and the riots and everything else. Don't be using props. It's the same thing with CNN. CNN did the same thing. No, MSNBC. Did you see that thing with MSNBC where the news reporter was out there? Oh, look at these people. They're not wearing masks. They're not wearing face coverings. And this guy comes out and is recording him and goes, neither does your cameraman, bro.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's the hypocrisy of the news media, guys. That's the hypocrisy of the news media. And they're all the same. Fox News, MSNBC, Caca News Network, CNN. They're all the same. They're all the same. They're all the same. The Brownsville Herald, Caca Network, Channel 4, Caca Network, Channel 23. Channel 23 is the most pathetic. Caca Networks. Caca Networks. Frankie, ya enfermaste al grupo COVID-16. Edinburgh protest was good. Wait, let me tell you, the Edinburgh protest was okay. The only thing I think, which is okay, and it might get me in trouble, and Black Lives Matter. Yeah, they do matter, but Mexican lives matter too. And we get the brunt of racism as well. White people's lives matter too. Everyone's lives matter, and I know people going, "Everyone lives matter." It's not a Republican thing; it's a common sense thing. It gets kind of like, "No fregues, hombre." Black Lives Matter, really, and that's like tell me like that nobody else lives matter, or it's the one that really matters, and the rest are so. I personally don't like it. All life matters, and I saw a sign out there going, "Come on, mendigos mexicanos, son puro tienen nopal en la frente." And Black Lives Matter. You got a nopal in your frente, bro. You got a nopal on your forehead. America, land of the red man, stolen by the white man, built by the black man and the brown man. I can actually sing a song. The land of the red man, stolen by the white man, man built by the black man and brown man. I love one. One is my history buffs. I love one. There's video of King calling for riots. Well, send it my way. I want to see it. I don't think that he was meaning by riots, but send it my way. I'll check it out. Social media fools. We didn't start the fire. It was always shaking in the world we're thinking. We didn't start the fire. Hey, next show, Joe. Does everyone remember that song? Kaepernick and I don't know the words, but it's a lot of history on that song, right, Joe? It's amazing. I don't feel like it's about racism. It's more about classism. You don't see rich black people. Amen, sister.
Good point.
Amen, Celinda. I like when Celinda comes on because Celinda gives us an educated point of view, and I love that. I need that. Russia collusion failed. Impeachment failed. Coronavirus failed. Now riots. Go Trump in November. Soros is behind this, and so is Obama. Hey, Elizabeth. Elizabeth is so special. I love her. Unfortunately, they are using Mr. Floyd's situation as an excuse to act uncivilized 100% and commit crimes. The protest is not breaking, burning, and destroying cars and buildings, much less attacking innocent people at random. They are not protecting, they are committing crimes. Thugs! That's right. Juan, I love you. A little bit. I still need another shirt. Two different agendas. Yeah. Y el América? El América? Americanistas ahí rioting in Houston, Texas. What the hell? Americanistas. No se enoje conmigo. MLK was a pacifist. Yeah. He was a lover, not a fighter, like me. La máquina pequeña de cortar zacate. Monday and zoom. Zoom and the zoom. Do you remember suits? Does anyone remember zoot suits? Now that I want to get me a zoot suit. Does anyone remember zoot suit? Right, you remember zoot suit? No.
The Pachucos?
The Pachuca suits, the zoot suits.
Yeah, I remember the zoot suits and the little hat and the little
cape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always wanted one because I wanted that walk. You know how they walk with the Pachucos? Yeah, I've always wanted a zoot suit.
Not the Minerva walk. Not the penguin. Not the penguin walk. The zoot suit. Mira, llegó Minerva Peña. No, Mariel. There's no reason for the violence and destruction going on. I agree. It's ridiculous and sad, to be honest, that they're using this man's life as an excuse to do all this crap. How are they all helping the situation? How is this providing the point of helping the issue at hand? Houston downtown was crazy. It's madness. It's ridiculous. La máquina, sus directivos en graves problemas de lavado de dinero. No bueno. Keep on reading, Papa. Love you, Papa. Come pick up the damn air conditioner on Monday, please. I want it out. I want it out of here. Shoot, I'm trying to catch up, guys. Sorry. I don't want to miss anyone's comments. They're so good. Would have been champs this year. Los Rayados?
El América, I'm guessing.
No way. If the rioters wander into the suburbs, they will get a tutorial on Second Amendment. Preach. And that's why I said, because someone was saying like, oh, President Trump was saying to shoot people. Someone goes into your house, folks. They want to rape your kids, rape your wife, steal your stuff. Shoot them. Shoot them. Not only is vocabulary weak, there's some misleading teachers out here. Even good people have some controversial opinions. We must not idolize anyone. Teach the good, bad, and the ugly. Preach. I love that. I heard some colleagues teach students that Cesar Chavez loved immigrants. Not true. All the contrary. He called strike breakers wetbacks as opposed to illegal immigration. However, his contributions to help migrant laborers must not be forgotten. 100%. That's what I like about it. That's my other history buff. Guys, we have to call it like it is. You know, it's the same thing with BISD. Someone was saying, oh, that's what BISD. I said, no, you know, there's great things about BISD. We're going to applaud every time BISD makes a right choice, and we're going to call them out every time they do a stupid choice. Unfortunately for them, 99% of the stuff that's coming out of that glass palace on Price Road is a screw up. I agree that by using criminality creates a void that will never be filled. It's a cycle that never, ever ends. The Dallas Cowboys are thinking about bringing their training facility to Texas. Can whoever blew the big wigs at SpaceX go work the magic with the Cowboys head honchos? Go blow them honchos. Un saludo, Palacho! To bring them to Browns to preach. What do you think about protests in Edinburgh, but some waving Mexican flags? Again, nopaleros. I already said it, Chris. Gente nopalera. I mean, you know, it's like, if someone would go out there, guys, honestly, if someone, and maybe I should have done that, you know, but except for COVID-19 or 16, como dice superintendent, someone should go out there and really ask these people, hey, can you give us some information in regards to why you're here, a little bit of the background or something? And you know what? They'll fail a civics test. Some of them won't even have a clue. No sé, pero me trajo este Freddy que venía con ellos y juro pasar, so aquí vengo. Yeah, Black Lives Matter. I don't even know. King followed the Gandhi's principle of non-but. Thank you. Ya ves, Mike? Mike, are you listening, Mike? This is my history man right here. Civilized, like Erasmo, civilized. All humans beings matter. Preach. That this ain't about blacks. This is about officers using their power. It's just so happens Black Lives Matter, folks. About themselves more. We've said that the cop should be in jail. The cop should be arrested. He murdered a black man, but more importantly, he murdered a man. You know that he was black. Was it racism? Was it preconceived things? It could have been. We don't know completely as of yet. What we do know is that there's a dead man, and there's a lot of crazy idiots out there protesting and bringing to shame the life of the dead man. The only good paper media left is copies is the old bargain book. Ya no lo venden. Don't forget that as Latinos, our ancestors literally went through an almost complete genocide by the damn Spaniards. Those damn Spaniards! Damn Spaniards! But then again, we don't even think of that. I do every single day. I actually talked about going to Mexico City to go to Las Pirámides at Teotihuacan. I love that place. The only reason I want to go back to Teotihuacan was that when I first went, I was so fat I couldn't get up the stairs. I mean, I didn't make it, but like 5 steps. I said, acabó Erasmo, marrano pa abajo, marrano. I didn't make the stairs. Now that I've lost some weight, I want to actually try and make it to the top. Celinda, what about Michael Jackson? Rich black man target. Well, he was a child molester, but that's another story. Oh, it was like, did y'all see this, guys? O.J. Simpson was out there saying, oh, people that kill should be thrown in jail. I'm going like, shut up! Shut up, OJ! You're not helping your cause, OJ. You killed your wife and that other guy, Ron.
Poor guy.
You killed him.
Cold blood.
Frankie, I inbox you. Cruz Azul, Frankie. No. Can you run for office with a criminal background? As long as you don't have a felony, you'll be okay. If you have a misdemeanor, You'll be okay. I'm trying to catch up. Yeah, but you mixing up rioting with looting, not the same. It's the intonation that it gives in regards to rioting means that there's pitchforks and thing. I mean, can someone look up the definition of the word rioting? It's freaking stupid. I'm Mexican myself, but it's idiotic to fly another flag and counts as show to disrespect towards the nation we live in. Exactamente, I agree. This is America, man. America. It's like the KKK showing up in all the black basketball games and cheering them on. I'm trying to think of guy. Go to Xochimilco. I love Xochimilco. I've been there before, man. I actually lived in Mexico City for 9 months. Polanco, Chetumal. I was all over the place. I actually got. Hey, I know that I've been to Mexico City because I actually got mugged on the subway. And I'm going like, yay! I got mugged. Thank you. I was about to say that Zoom isn't even a learning platform. No. And if you want something even better, try going to Yucatan. Oh yeah, I lived in Cancun for like a month. I loved it. Good night, Martita. I love you. Have a good weekend. Good Sunday. It's not Black Lives Matter. It's more like the human life matters. Amen, brother. We all matter, especially me because I'm handsome, totally not fat. It doesn't fit. You must quit. So OJ, you going out there and saying that people that kill need to be thrown in jail? I agree with you, OJ. When you chicken in, bro? Cold water. Ron Goldwater? Goldberg. I can't remember. Frankie, any last words?
Happy weekend, guys. We'll be on tomorrow night. Thank you so much. This is a great show for going on for an hour and 20 minutes. Thank you so much for your patience. You guys are awesome. See you guys tomorrow at 9 p.m.
Guys, have a great rest of the weekend. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Tomorrow's my church day. What sucks is that you have these so-called leaders. Al Sharpton's an idiot. Jesse Jackson's a good guy, man, who only show up to stir up people instead of off. Al Sharpton's an idiot. But Jesse Jackson, I like Jesse Jackson. OJ also committed armed robbery to try and get his memorabilia in Las Vegas. An idiot. That's what he did time for. Imbécil. Está bien sonso el OJ. Guys, have a great evening. Great show. Love you all. Tomorrow morning, if you wish to come visit us at church, I will be preaching on a valiant heart at church. So come on over to church and worship with us. Tomorrow night, we'll be back here at 9 o'clock. Thank you all so much for being patient with me, with being us. Be good to each other. Be good to me. God bless. Adios. Hasta mañana. Love y'all.